student speaker to the podium, Miss Rachael Kricorian, ASB President.
Woo!
Let me tell you a little bit about Rachael. Rachael has been an active member of ASB all 4 years. Participated in numerous clubs, and this year helped our Costa Mesa High School cheer program win a CIF championship as well as 2 national titles. Rachael will be attending UC Santa Barbara next year, where she plans to study economics and environmental studies. Please welcome Rachael Kricorian.
Today is the day that I give the speech that I started writing in my head in 8th grade. If you told me in middle school that one day I would be graduating among Stanford, Duke, UCLA, and Berkeley-bound students, I would not be surprised. I hoped one day that I would have the opportunity to speak and serve such a talented group of students. In this educational, inspirational, and emotional journey, your success has grown with each obstacle that you've tackled. No, not tackled, obliterated. But your success has no finale in the show that is each of your lives. Success finds no conclusion, for it is the journey in our lives that gives success its definition. Hello, faculty, family, and friends, and most importantly, graduates. Today is your day. I am Rachael Kricorian. It has truly been an honor to serve as your class president for 3 years, and this past year as your student body president. This is the first and last time, sadly, that I will speak to you all at once. And you all look great. You are truly bleeding green. Look to your right, and now look to your left. Look across the aisle. These are faces of peers that you've known since kindergarten, 7th grade, or maybe since 2nd semester of sophomore year. These faces have seen you beam in utter happiness from passing your senior exit projects, and they've maybe even seen you cry. And they've seen you tough it out through band camps, Hell Weeks, and passing your Paveda Egg Hunt finals. High school was hard. These obstacles, the all-nighters, the cramming of a whole unit on one cheat sheet, 3x5 card, the AP exams, they were necessary blocks that built this foundation for your future. Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Whew, just take a breath. It's finally over, for now. And I know that is really hard to hear, but sometimes we need to hear the ugly. And those who can take the ugly will distinguish you from those who seek an alternative route rather than problem solve. When I think of the class of 2019, the word that comes to my mind is legendary, as I think you'd all agree. We have so many firsts together. We were the first and only class to experience both middle school years on the high school side of campus and in the new enclave. Remember how scary it was seeing all of those high schoolers as you carefully trekked from PE to Mr. Trigg's unair-conditioned classroom? Or walking past the Lyceum to get to lunch, and then all too soon, we were the first promoting 8th grade class from that beautiful addition to Costa Mesa. We were the first and last class to have homecoming off campus and a winter formal. The evolution of this campus is wild to think about what our norms were just 6 years ago. We have this amazing stadium, a new performing arts center, an outdoor gym, a new ceramics room, the clock tower, you name it. With these changes, our norms were recreated. Our perspectives were readjusted, just as they will once we embark on our next journeys. Many important figures shaped these perspectives for us. We were the last class to experience the fiercely loving Mrs. Sheldon. Life was not easy on her, and she was not easy on us. But for many of us, her shaping of us was what was needed for our foundation, for our later journey into harder AP classes. For those of you that did not get to have her in her three different periods of AP Human Geography, I can bet that you've heard the stories. Mrs. Sheldon was the campus badass. If there was anyone who could dish the ugly, it was Sheldon. I distinctly remember her yelling, "Kricorian, get over here and try this. This tastes like birdseed, the stuff that they're having me eat for this diet." Oh well, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. She did whatever it took. This woman was living, breathing, and walking with her students while fighting stage 4 pancreatic cancer. She encouraged us to do whatever it took, and she still does to this day. She encouraged us to do the hard things and cherish the memorable things. I will never forget our junior prom. The one that caught on fire? Anyways. Well, I was in the middle of the mosh pit, just soaking in the prom experience, and I looked to the outskirts of the room, and I see groups mingling here and there, and then taking a breath before getting right back into the mosh pit, But my eyes fall on this one lone individual. This person was to themselves, but timidly stepped into the beat and was certainly showing some shy shoulder action. Our eyes met, but this person quickly looked away, staring at their feet for a desperate escape. No more dancing. They were certainly not dancing at a dance. I cannot describe the feeling that came over me in that moment. I felt so strongly that this person just wanted to feel loved, feel seen, feel acknowledged. I walked over to this person and I simply asked, "Do you want to dance with me?" Fireworks went off in this person's eyes. Moments later, the shoulders were back. Now the arms and the legs and the hips and all, heads turned and fingers were pointing and the focus was shifted. And this time, no fling eyes. Just completely taking in that moment. Kids started smiling and jumping and doing the same moves. This kid was now the center of the dance circle mosh pit. You know who that individual was? Jesse Angeles. Can you stand, Jesse? And Jesse, I didn't do that to have a story to tell or to have a graduation speech. I just did that to see you smile, and I'm so glad that you did. This year, at our senior prom, I was dancing again, and I see an individual standing alone, just grooving to themselves. But before I could take one step forward, I watch as Jesse leaves the center of the mosh pit and invites this individual to dance. This really happened, and boy did he have moves. Jesse did the same thing that I did for him for somebody else. And this cycle was started by just one act of courage that maybe made someone's senior prom experience. You know who that was? George Williamson. Can you stand? I encourage you all to take risks. Do something new and leave behind the fear of judgment from others. If you're already a risk taker, how can you use that gift to bring out the best in those around you? Costa Mesa is such a tight-knit community. Everybody knows everybody. You can't go to Target and not see someone that you don't know. Our Mesa Nation is a community that pays attention to those in need. When this city hurts, this city helps. We band together to help families in need of support and positivity during troubling times, like for Jacob Facili and his family when they were in and out of the hospital. Or when the Costa Mesa hearts ache for those who have lost a loved one. The support that I have witnessed from the Costa Mesa community is profound, thorough, and unmatched. That is a big thing that I will miss about this city, our unstoppable ability to radiate love. Never forget Costa Mesa. Explore, touch new horizons, leap, not step, into new opportunities. Yes, but don't forget the village that it took to build you. We even came together to spend a whole Saturday cleaning every inch of the school. I'll never forget making a complete circle around this track, scraping the gum off the sidewalk of this stadium. And trust me, nobody wants to do that. So let's make sure we be mindful of our trash before leaving the ceremony today. Sorry, that's the environmental science major speaking at me. As it is time for us to jump out of the nest, we're bright-eyed and confident in our future plans. Whether it is college, traveling, serving, giving back, or simply breathing, I hope you all take back with each medallion, stole, and cord that you wear today just as many enjoyable high school memories to reflect upon. Mesa would not be Mesa without the great debates, Franco Bucks, cream cheese bagels with the hot Cheetos inside, walking into class late with Starbucks on a late start. Every teacher that just heard that just rolled their eyes. Or Mr. Serio's ping pong table. Or begging Jabri to open the gate for you at nutrition, and when he's not there, having to walk all the way around the school. Or going to Angel Stadium for bell games. Or Black Hoodie Villain himself. And certainly, it wouldn't be Mesa without the 7 gang. To the boys who saluted me in the hallways and only addressed me as Madam President, thank you for truly making my high school experience. I say to you all, at ease. As I leave you with my final words, I want to challenge you to be intentional with your actions. Act with love, act with compassion, act dauntlessly. Live each day with no fear. Wait, actually, live it with a little fear, for it is this fear that drives us just a bit further to do great things. And class of 2019, you are destined to do great things. See beauty in the little things, but don't be afraid to embrace the ugly. It will take many forms in your future, like balancing a checkbook, getting audited, or going to the DMV. But these are inevitable, so you might as well just live it up a little. Sometimes you just need to live. Be that kid who brings someone into the mosh pit. Talk to someone you might not talk to. Be the includer, not the excluder. Be the influencer, not the influenced. Be the leader, not the led. And be the reason that somebody smiles.
Yeah, Rachael!
Thank you, Rachael. And now, after